Lê Nguyễn Tường Vi, and today I'd like to talk about one of the most difficult tense in English, which is the present perfect tense. In this lesson, I'd like to talk about the form, the use of present perfect tense. Next, we will distinguish between been and gone. Followed in that, we will talk about the question how long using with the present perfect tense. And last but not least, we will talk about some notes in this tense. First of all, talking about the form, we have the affirmative form. Subject plus have, has, plus verb 3ed. For example, I have finished, you have finished, we have finished, they have finished, he, she, it has finished. As for the negative form, we have the structure. Subject plus have not or has not plus verb 3ed. For example, I have not finished, you have not finished, we have not finished, they have not finished, he, she, it has not finished. And for the interrogative structure, we will put have has at the beginning of the question, followed by subject plus verb 3ed. For example, have I finished? Have you finished? Have we finished? Have they finished? Has he, she, it finished? To reply the question, we will use short answers. Yes, I have. No, I haven't. Yes, she has. No, she hasn't. Now, let's have a look at some examples. I have learned French for 2 years. He has not written to her since last month. Have you been to London before? No, I haven't. So, when do we use the present perfect tense? We use the present perfect tense to talk about recent events. For example, Pete has passed all his exams. Secondly, we also use present perfect tense to talk about our experiences. For example, I have eaten snails in French. We also use present perfect tense with for and since to describe an action or situation that started in the past and continues up to the present. For example, my dad has worked for IBM for 10 years, which means my dad started working for IBM 10 years ago, and now he's still working for IBM. Let's have a look at another example. I have had this MP3 player since May, which means I had this MP3 player in May and now I still have it. Last but not least, present perfect tense is also used to describe an action that has an effect on the present. For example, I haven't finished my homework, so I can't go out. Because I didn't finish my homework, so now I cannot go out. Moving on to the next part, we'll talk about being and gone. As you know, being is verb 3 of be, and gone is verb 3 of go. Being and gone are quite similar in its meaning of leaving a place to go to another place. However, they are quite different. We use been to describe somebody that had returned. For example, John has been shopping, which means John went shopping and he came home. However, as for gone, when I say John has gone shopping, which means he went shopping, but he didn't come home yet. Next, I'd like to introduce to you the question how long. How long is the question that usually used with present perfect tense to ask how long a situation has continued up to the present. For example, how long have you been in London? And the answer is since 2001. Which means I lived in London in 2001 and now I still live in London. Finally, I'd like like to show you some notes to remember. So in the present perfect tense, instead of using have not or has not, we can use haven't or hasn't. So that is the end of the lesson today. Thank you for listening.